shut up for a minute? We gotta get you the fuck out of Dodge, man. We're going to Vegas tonight.
What are you talking about, Vegas?
Vegas, baby, Vegas.
Hey, welcome back, Roulette enthusiasts, and to those new people stopping by, wondering what the heck I'm doing with this simulator. Hey, welcome to you guys too. I'm going to put a general link up at the top. No, actually, this is something different. I figured I'd bring to you a different way that you can think about how to choose the numbers. And this came to me a long time ago. If you look at a lot of my earlier videos, I didn't have audio, I didn't have sound. And that's okay, because I honestly didn't have any intentions of this turning into a channel. But I'm kind of happy that it has, because I'm helping people, and I get great comments from people saying it's working, they're making money, and it's changed the way they think about the game. So, you know, those comments like that, well, gosh, love hearing about that. And if you're having the same experience, then gosh, put a note down below and let me know. And if you're new, you can go and hit that bell and all the other stuff so you can get more, you know, information. Anyway, I want to give you an alternate way that you can choose your lines. This is something I was experimenting with in the past, and for some reason I just forgot about it. Because again, the whole purpose of this channel in the very beginning was just to share ideas with, you know, specific friends, and then all of a sudden I got subscribers, and I'm like, what? Okay, let's just kind of roll with this. And the idea behind that is simply, we're following patterns, right? Okay. So if we're following a pattern, it goes to show that you can simply cover each one. We have the 1 right there. So follow me as I go down. We have the 26 right there. We have the 14 right here with the 18. And we have the, where was it? And we have the 10. And for one more, let me choose that 35, because if you come up with a number right here and you're not quite sure which side to do it on, then you're simply looking for an alternate number that might be within the same line. And along with that, you're going to come up with the same results. So I'm just going to spin it at this level. I really don't care about, you know, making money, of course. I didn't want to bring this to you in a live casino. But either way, this is going to give the same results. It's live. It's real wheel, real dealer, but not real money. And unfortunately over here it doesn't keep track of your score or your earnings. Okay, so let's just roll with this a little bit. And again, and repeating myself, it's just a matter of covering the lines of the numbers that are already there. Could be a very easy way for you to go ahead and to make evaluating the board a lot easier, as you're just chasing the numbers. And there's an old video I did a while back. It's called, I think it was called Chasing the Numbers, my 4-line strategy or something I was playing with. The audio was really bad. I was learning how to use a computer, you know, do editing and stuff. So that was pretty poor, but I'm going to put a link up there. Just crank up your volume, I guess.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? After this, I'm just going to go ahead and regress and play along as I normally would. But generally speaking, I'm pretty content with sticking to it this way. And had I have reduced it, either way, I'm going to go ahead and reset it up. I'm going to cover that line, right? And then I'm going to cover the 14, right? So now it could be possibly shifting, and that's what I'm aiming for here. I have the 10, which is right there. 24, again, is going to be covered. The 14 is going to be covered. The 1 is not going to be covered, and then the 36 over here. Or 32. I'll put it right there. And that's 1, 2, 3, and then that's going to be 4. Oops, I didn't get it up. That's okay, no big deal. You get the idea.
So there is number 24.
Actually, but basically the way it looks right there, I'm probably going to win anyway. And that will give me a 2-unit win. Whenever you're doing 4 lines, it's 2 units. 5 lines is going to be a 1-unit win.
Hi Blair, how are you?
Okay, pretty lady, you can spin the ball, eh?
Hello. Great, thank you. Last bets. Wish you best of luck, players. Spin goes. Thank you.
And what do we have here? Come on. Let's get her done.
Bow is down. Winning number is for black. Even the first.
I would have had it covered. You get the idea.
Two winners.
So with that, I'm going to go ahead and reduce.
New betting time is.
I know I'm going to make this. I'm going to make this a little bit of a longer video, so you guys can get a better idea of my madness behind here. So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to follow it, and making sure that I'm also scanning the other numbers as quickly as I can to make sure I have them covered. I have the 4, I have the 1, I have the 10, 25, 26, 14 is not covered, and there's 4, and let's go on my 36. So you can jump. It doesn't have to be within a specific 12. You can jump around. Just, you know, the idea behind this is just making sure all the numbers that have come up are covered.
Bow is down. Winning number is 6 black.
Woohoo!
Two winners.
Hope you guys are having a good day.
Yourself and you're welcome.
Hope you guys are taking
Section or it doesn't. Wish you
2,000 milligrams of vitamin C 3 times a day.
bets are open and
Hope you guys are taking your vitamin D3, 5,000 IU a day. You know, and that way you're going to be able to build up your resistance to this virus that's out there that is growing. But I'm going to be kind of realistic and blunt here. If this does progress the numbers we're having, and it's pretty taken off, what happens if a lot of hospitals are full?
last bets.
You know, and people need medical assistance, and there's no doctors or nurses available, and well, I don't want to freak you out and be negative, but hey, that could be a possible reality. So as a prepper and former Marine, we always have to be forward thinking in our planning strategically of, for example, an offensive attack or whatever. So it's kind of one of those skills that roll over to all of us, so to speak.
Hit on the 4,000. Congratulations to all winners.
So yeah, by taking your vitamin C and your D3,
New betting time
it's
is
going to
open.
help
You're welcome. Place your bets. Choose
keep you guys ramped up on your immunity.
Wish you best of luck.
Yeah, 80% of the population is deficient in vitamin D3 because we spend a lot of time indoors. It's winter time, and being that we spend a lot of our time in the winter perhaps being indoors, our vitamin D levels have dropped down, and it normally isn't until July
Make sure to make
that the flu season is actually over anyway. So it's because we're outside spending more time in the sun. So you can circumvent that by taking your D3, which is
no more bets. Thank you. Spin goes.
nothing more than the second branch of vitamin D, because as it goes down through the processing, it kind of, in a sense, degrades in a process and turns into vitamin D3, which have what are called antimicrobial peptides that fight off the cold and flu virus. So yeah, as you can see right here, it's just you could do the same thing as I was doing before, perhaps with more accuracy than I was before, but that is yet to be seen. I'm just going to keep running this out here. It's looking pretty good, but all things can change, and I'm not worried about it because I have that next tier up to do the same thing.
sure to make you look bad. Last bet. Number bets, thank you, good luck.
In case you might have missed it, I might be going away for a little bit. I'm still working on things with my service provider company to determine if my FEMA training is going to come in handy, perhaps in a certain city or
Congratulations to all the winners.
wherever, because there are a lot of people that are affected by this,
Betting time is open.
not only physically, but of course by mentally, and
Number comment section or return.
that is
Best of
my line of work, so therefore that's what I do. I'm just hoping they don't send me to New York City, which could be the case, actually. Oops, let me hit that rebet button. We have a nice little run going on here, and again, it's just making sure all the numbers were properly covered. Doesn't have to specifically be in a 12. It's just hitting what numbers are currently hot, if that makes any sense. Current trends. Because everything in life changes. Nothing in life is permanent. We have our ups and downs in our life. Stock market, unfortunately, has its ups and downs. You can sit at a 21 table, and the dealer's going to be winning. And then the player's going to be winning. Oh, lost on that one. Oh, wait, I won. Dealer's going to be winning. And then it switches back and forth, and you can go to the craps table. And there is such thing as a hot table and a cold table. Patterns again, ups and downs. So this too, of course, is going to have its fluctuation. Anybody who's going to sit down and tell you that their strategy is 100% accurate, I'm going to say bullshit. Because nothing is 100%. But you can follow a strategy that's going to put you above the house edge. So I'm sure as you watching this, if you're new and you've watched my other videos, you do know that, of course, this will beat the house edge. Yeah, I'm going to make this a little bit longer. I want to see how long I can string this out. But this is just a good example to you guys on a different way that you guys can choose your numbers based on the immediate pattern, based on the immediate trend. Ride the wave, make your money, and get out of town. So I don't know how many that is in a row. Have you guys been counting? I don't know. We'll call it 10. I don't know. Yeah. I kind of like going back to those first videos I did when there's a live dealer and they're all like, "What?" They're blowing their mind with 15 spin runs, and I think I had one that was 22 run, and the guy just scratched his head and went, "Are you kidding?" And I know they can see, or I don't know if they can, but on the other site you can pick a screen name. And one time I wanted to pick a name that, being that they're Russian, when they were to say it, I'd be able to hear it based on the E sound. For some reason, I just chose the word Chico, or the name Chico, thinking, okay, I can hear that. Pretty soon I heard my name, and oh my gosh, you can't lose. It doesn't matter what number I give to this guy. Doesn't matter what number I throw to this guy. He wins. And that was cool to hear, because it could work out that way. But yeah, I had one. It was 22 spins long. I went through the video later on and counted it. The guy literally put his finger and his index finger up on his nose as if to say, "Oh my God, I can't stop this guy." So that was kind of cool, and I liked sharing that with you guys, and I like getting a kick out of that stuff. It's pretty cool. So I'm just going to carry through until I knock on wood, because it might happen now. I might lose, but either way, it's just, again, following the immediate trend by making sure when you're putting your chips out, each one of these lines with the number on it is covered.
Number is best. Choose lucky number, color, section, order.
I'm going to have to go through here and count.
And 12 on your birthday.
I'm just going to keep letting this run out. I think I'm going to count them and then put that maybe on the thumbnail or whatever they call it.
Johnny, bets are open.
The one that's always either a roulette wheel or craps. Because it helps the viewers, of course, to determine what video that is. In case you haven't noticed.
The second step, make sure
I get that's, in a sense, my branding of the channel. A lot of people like to mix things up, but because I do have both craps and roulette, it's good to be able to distinguish them as to which one is which.
welcome, sir. Hello.
I'm just going to run this out. I don't know.
After something went to my eye.
I think I might work on this some more. It was an old idea I had, and I was making consistently great money, and then for
Number is
some reason I kind of spun off and went back to the way I was normally doing it and completely forgot that that was my test.
Your betting time is up and you're welcome to place your bets. Choose lucky number, color, section, order. Wish you best of luck, players.
But yeah, I appreciate all you guys sticking around. If you're still here, I doubt, well, maybe you are. You know, this is kind of fun watching it go on and on.
Thank you so much for joining.
But yeah, thanks to all of you who have helped build this channel. Again, excuse me, I didn't have any intention of it turning into a channel. It just kind of manifested itself into this creation, so to speak. And I learned editing and I learned some stuff. That intro was kind of fun to put together.
Last bet.
And again, all of the earlier videos were just testings, sharing with some immediate friends, and then, as I said earlier, bam, I just started getting the subs, and it's good to be able to share this with you guys. I should get back to the times when I was telling stories about Thailand. That's what I'll do. Maybe I'll mix it up a little bit, keep it from getting boring.
Congratulations.
Maybe I'll start telling some Thailand stories. Hey, if you guys want me to tell some Thailand stories, go ahead and comment below. I probably have about, oh, man, I probably have about 15 of them that will really blow your mind. All sorts of stuff. I mean, I don't care what I'll talk about. I'll tell you the full nitty-gritty behind all the stuff that happens down there in places like Pattaya and Bangkok and Udon Thani and Krabi, Phuket.
Last bet.
Lots of great people, lots of great experiences, and a lot of risk taking, going alone, but it's fun because you don't know what's going to happen. You just roll with it. And that's how Thailand is, man. You just go and you got to roll with things. You know what? I will share a lesson with you right now is if you go to Thailand or if you have been to Thailand, you'll know what I'm talking about. And that is, don't get involved with anything. What I mean by that is if you see a person who's acting a moron and they happen to get in a fight with a Thai person because you just don't fuck with Thai people and he's getting his ass beat, do not play it. Don't be a hero and jump in and save the day. No. Don't do it. Just stand back and enjoy the show. It's one lesson for enjoy the show. It's a movie. Just sit back and enjoy it. But yeah, if you want to hear some really good stories, let me know. God, I have some crazy stories. Being chased by ladyboys, watching a guy get a beer bottle busted over his head in Pattaya. You name it. At last! Is that a losing number? No! Oh, good! Okay, there you have it. I don't know how many that was, but this is a 20-minute video. I'm going to go through and count. I don't know. I'll go through. Anyway, glad you guys are here. This is the idea behind my new idea to share with you guys how to choose the numbers. I might keep sticking with that because it's simpler for everybody to just make sure all of the numbers, all of the lines of that number are covered. And if you're not sure which side of the line to put it on, it's just a matter of going through and checking for another number on that similar line, either left or right, making sure that number is covered. All right? Anyway, hey, with that in mind, you guys have a great day, a better tomorrow, and Shokti Kap, which means best of luck to you guys, and Miwantidi Kap, which is Thai. That means, hey, have a great day. Peace.